Good evening, and welcome to the Evening Business News. I'm Sly Lincoln. With me today, I have Ginger Jones, outside analyst. Ginger, today I think we're going to be talking about the Failed Forever Young campaign at the Leo Burnett Fund. Talk to me about this.
Well, Sly, as you know, Forever Young, the brand, is run by Janet Carmichael, and she had the opportunity to give Toronto the full autonomy to run that brand in Canada, just like she did in Taiwan. However, there was a lot of communication differences, and the London team thought they would be able to successfully develop the Canadian brand, but really they weren't even in the Canadian market to analyze how Canadians would react to the Forever brand.
I see. So, are you blaming Carmichael as an overview here for the problems, or the indirection in LB?
Yeah, I think she has the primary responsibility here. She failed communication links between Jeff Davis, causing him to quit, and following his leave, a lot of the Toronto members chose to leave, and they just demolished it. And as you know, when you're working on a marketing case, you need to have a strong foundation of employees, and Janet Carmichael just lost all her credibility there.
So, Ginger, I know you've been following the Forever Young campaign since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of thing do you think that LB could have done differently with OBC, or vice versa, to sort of make the pre-launch more successful than it was?
Well, OBC should have had given more information to LB regarding what they wanted and who they wanted working with them. Because clearly OBC and LB have a long-standing client relationship, and LB should really be on the forefront. They know OBC, and they should have performed a lot better than how they did.
Okay. Ginger, as you know, we always appreciate your time here in the Evening News. So just one question before you run off. If you were in Carmichael's position, how would you have handled the launch differently?
If I was Carmichael, first thing I would have done was given Toronto the full autonomy so that they could run a successful campaign. TV, direct mail, everything. Just give it all to Toronto. They clearly have the people, the knowledge, the skills, everything that they need to be successful. So that's the one main thing I would have done if I were Carmichael.
I agree, Ginger. Thank you very much for coming on with us today.
Thank you.
What's that? Yes? Okay. Come to my attention now that we have Miss Janet Carmichael coming live to us from Baghdad for a live report. Please pay attention.
Good afternoon. My name is Janet Carmichael, and as the Global Account Director for the Leo Burnett Company, I'm pleased to announce the decision to maintain the centralized control structure that is currently in place within our company. The factors that affect centralization versus decentralization decision often lie in the strengths of the members of the global team. The issues did not arise from the way the team was organized, but rather the way it was managed. A number of processes and systems will be put in place to improve the global dynamics to ensure a smooth launch of the rest of OBC's Forever Young campaign. Our company plans to give Toronto more autonomy, and we do feel that the global team should be still centralized because we do feel that London has something to offer to Toronto, but there will be less micromanagement. Better communications among both teams will also be essential. We'll have more video conferences so both sides can familiarize themselves with each of the members. Lastly, I need to solidify a working dynamic for my global team. I must take a stronger role within the company. With the departures from senior staff members, it's more crucial than ever for both teams to have a common leader to guide them. I will act as a team problem solver, team liaison, team director, and operational coordinator. By strengthening my role in the virtual team, I can better motivate, direct, and modify contributions from either side to prevent communicative barriers. With all these processes in place, we foresee the Forever Young campaign to have a successful launch in the Canadian market.
We're staying at disgruntled employee's house, Sally Fields. Sally is inside. We're about to go get an inside look at why she's so upset with her company.
Since the meeting was held in Toronto for a product that was going to be launched in the Canadian market, why was all of the London office invited and we weren't? I didn't get an invitation to the meeting. Jeff Davis got an invitation to the meeting, but he didn't even do anything. He ended up quitting. So I quit. I don't know what was going on. We didn't even get the catering aftermath of that meeting. We were supposed to be part of the virtual team with London, but they got all of the rewards and we got nothing. We had to skip our after-work drinks. We had to work 60 hours a week All for what? For London to take the credit? For us to make a website? I don't think so, London. That's not going to fly. Everyone's gone. The office is just going down the drain. No one knows who to report to. No one knows who the people that they're supposed to be reporting to are. I don't even think there are people to report to anymore in the Toronto office.
We're here outside Toronto's most pretentious nightclub, the Anvil. Inside is former LB employee Jeff Davids. We're going to talk to Jeff about his stance on the Forever Young campaign.
Come on, come
Jeff! Jeff, great to see you. Great to see you. Do you have time to talk with us about the Forever Young campaign?
Got a little bit of time.
Please, tell us all about it, your stance in Toronto.
Toronto. Where do I start on Toronto? First of all, they said we got a satellite team, you know? You get to do your own thing, we'll just manage you from London. That didn't happen. I mean, they give us there, they say, okay, you have a whole office, and we want you to mail out some samples and make a website. How does that make me feel? I'm running this office, and monkeys could do our job. Like, what is this? I mean, it's like we're their little brother. London holds our hand, they say, okay, mail out some samples, make your website, we're going to do all the advertising material. It would just make too much sense to let someone actually from the country design the ad, because we understand the market, but that would just be weird if we did it, because that's just silly. Why would you ever let someone who understands something make the ad? So they send out their silly British ads, the product fails, they blame it on me. I mailed out samples. I don't know how that's my fault. They don't like their violent British advertising. I don't know what they did. Look at Taiwan. They let Taiwan do their own thing. That turned out absolutely fine. Taiwan went great.
Now, Jeff, we understand that you guys had some difficulty with your budget. Is this true?
The budget was just nonsense. I mean, half of the funds were coming out of the global account, half was coming from local. No one knew what was going on. The whole thing was just a nightmare. And I'm very pleased to be done with that company.
Well, we've heard from disgruntled employees, former employees, and outside analysts. So guys, there you have it. Final story behind the Forever Young campaign. I'm Sly Lincoln. You stay classy.